We're here at Sywell Aerodrome in Northampton for the Supercar Fest, and we're really pleased that Jay Bullington, who's running the fan car experience, who's going to be one of our first customers, is here, and he's driving the car and he is having a whale of a time.
We're here at Supercar Fest 2025 and we're driving the McMurtry Spéirling. On the big screen. The only car behind you. 1.5 seconds 0 to 60, so it's definitely quite an impressive feat compared to amongst the other supercars here.
Unbelievable, mate. Actually unbelievable. It sounded like he had jet engines on it, it just flew off. That's unreal, something else.
It's yeah, pretty intense. It's way faster than my Taycan, that's for sure.
We are going to Supercar Fest, the runway, and we are going to be the official driver for the McMurtry Spéirling, which is super exciting. The plan for today is to get there and they're like setting up and just kind of meet the team and get a plan together for the weekend. Hopefully we can shoot a bunch of footage, a lot of B-roll and stuff for our future promotional videos until tonight. So I think we're gonna go out to dinner with the crew, and I'm excited to meet people because when we met everybody at the test drive at Monterey, didn't really get to like talk to anybody, right? Like everybody who I shook their hand right at the beginning, I forgot all of their names immediately, and now I've been talking to a lot of people. I have a lot more names that I remember, so it'll be good to put faces back to the names, right? And then I think there's some new faces we haven't met too, so it should be a lot of fun, and hopefully like actually get to know these guys this time. We were going to be spending 4 days with them basically, so going out to dinner and all that.
So we thought the sun's out. It's England. So we thought we'd pick up Jay and his team in a pretty quirky British vehicle, and here we are with the McMurtry on the back in the open air look.
So this is the McMurtry Spéirling Pure prototype. It's fresh off breaking the Top Gear lap record and driving upside down. And here at Supercar Fest is the first time we've driven it in public since it going viral on YouTube in April.
We try and do as many events as we can just to get the McMurtry word out there, let people see this incredible car.
We like to look after our existing deposit holders. We host different events, whether it's factory tours, driving at the Top Gear track, and we thought, hey, there's an event at the Sywell Autodrome, wouldn't that be great to get Jay down, start to promote the fan car experience that he's offering for people with his own car in America in 2026.
Our first ever public event with a customer driving our car.
We have arrived. McMurtry is all set up, and tomorrow we're gonna rip this thing down the runway, and I am so excited to do that. We are doing we actually start with like an 1/8 mile drag, and then we're gonna make a turn and then do a VMAX run. So we should be able to hit the factory 185 mile/hour top speed, which is gonna be absolutely insane.
There's tens of billions of dollars of hypercars here.
So we were able to actually just get up to 186 miles an hour on the straightaway.
I think we had an entry speed on one of the main corner at 155.
The next nearest was 101, so 50% faster.
Each time that we run, you know, there are gasps from the crowd. People just can't quite believe how quick this car is.
Once you light up the fans and it looks like a small jet engine's about to take off.
When it absolutely flies past and their phones are up and their jaws come down and they run from one side of the track to the other to see it.
Everyone said, didn't realise how small it was, but I don't think people realised how fast it is as well, and how loud. The sound is amazing.
I think that we've proved ourselves that we're the star of the show here, with the acceleration off the line and the speed through the corners.
Really going, oh my goodness, that's the car I saw driving upside down. Is that the same one? And oh, the Top Gear leaderboard there, oh my goodness.
There was nothing even close, which was amazing.
The crowd there received the car really, really well. It was wonderful to be able to show just what the McMurtry Spéirling can do at the hands of our customers in front of such a great audience.
So the first time out, I was a little nervous. My hands weren't quite shaking. At least, I don't know. I had my wits about me, but sitting down in that car for the first time after not driving it for almost a year, it's been, just trying to like get familiar with everything. You know, like how literally where's the go pedal, where's the stop pedal, how do you turn the fans on? I mean, there's a lot of switches that aren't in a normal car, so there's kind of this I don't know, familiarization period.
If you want me to do it, I'll just do it for you.
You just do it.
Yeah.
I'll just sit here.
So I'm going to set these. The only one you've got to worry about is putting the fans on. These are all set. Once we get off the matting, I'll get you to go to ride 5. And then once we want fans on, it'll be fans 23, which I think is fully round to the right. You put on the brake and then you pull the right hand to get into drive, or you're already in drive, look. If you pull the left hand paddle, you go to neutral.
But first run out, I mean, in terms of as soon as you get out there on the runway and you're ready to go, I mean, there's not much to do except hold the brake, mash the gas, and then you just let off the brake, it launches, it sorts everything out for you, and you just go incredibly fast with basically no effort. You just kind of try to keep up. When I drove it before, we were on a smaller course. We were doing these like kind of pin turns where maybe it was 30, 40 miles an hour, but then we had the power turned way down. And I remember coming out of that and be like, man, I really would love to see what it's like to dig out of a corner, right? And this is exactly that. We looked at the data just now, and after 4 times now, I've only gotten to 2 Gs in that corner, and this car is capable of 3.5 Gs on most surfaces.
I mean, it's a whole runway wide.
You're only doing 2G lateral, so there's more in it.
All right, so we'll go faster. So as you know,
That's so ridiculous.
You've used half of the braking pressure.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was... So I'm just like scratching the surface on how fast this car can actually go.
Yeah, so it's working with drivers that haven't driven a car like this before. It is quite different to a lot of other cars, even other downforce cars. So it's just giving the driver confidence and saying, oh, well, you might have felt like you're on the limit, but actually I can tell you from the data, you've got another like whole 1 G to go through that corner basically. So yeah, we were definitely pushing the limits. We got a few spins.
Nice one.
I don't know if I hit like a different line, and yeah, it just came around on me.
Yeah, so Jay is really pushing the car, which is fantastic to see.
We know how fast it is, and it was really nice to see it be pushed to the limit. You know, that I admire that.
but it stopped like dead in its tracks. Like, I don't think I moved but 30 feet while spinning or something like that. So yeah, I'm glad I got the first spin over with. I can do it in their car, not mine. So
Jay's a really, really good driver. He's competed in autocross in America. And to see him get fully on it straight away, chasing down cars on the runway, almost getting told off for being too quick, pushing himself, braking a bit later and turning, like, that's what we kind of live for really, is giving people the chance to do things that no other car can do.
To
have Jay here, I think it's really good. It's the best customer engagement we've ever had. I love his passion for the car and his technical knowledge as well.
And they like want their customers to like love the car, right, as much as they do. And you can tell that they're all nerd out over the car. As soon as we start talking about something like in someone's area of expertise, they just have so much to say about it. They just want to talk about it.
McMurtry started way back in 2016. So David McMurtry has for a long time had a passion for cars, and at the age of 75 he decided it was the right time to start a car company. So lucky for me, he got in contact with me while I was working at Mercedes Formula One, and the rest was history. So we worked hard as a small group of individuals to develop our first ever car, focused on making something that was absolutely as small and as lightweight as it possibly could. And we developed a car that we were super proud of, that was a wonderful thing to drive. And as a business, off the back of some really helpful constructive feedback from a journalist, we had to learn to develop a whole new concept for how to make a small car exciting. So we pushed brand new boundaries after a conversation with Sir David McMurtry one day when we were looking at really how can we get the maximum amount of performance from a car in a small package, and he just said, just suck it to the ground. And at the time we laughed, but then obviously we went away and we thought, crikey, we really need to push for this. We really need to see what's possible with the fan technology from the past. So we researched Chaparral 2J, Brabham BT46B, the sort of the legends of the 1970s.
We sat down and said, if there was no rule book, it doesn't fit into any race category, if there was no rules, what would, in our eyes, be the ultimate track car?
And we sort of furiously started working on how can we bring that technology into the modern age and combine it with this concept of a really exciting small electric vehicle.
Our founder, Sir David McMurtry, always had fascination with the fan car, the Chaparral and the Brabham, and I think he struggled, why has no one ever done it since? And he was just, let's do it, let's build something outrageous and break records.
And thus the Spéirling was born.
There's three secret words: downforce, on, demand. So it's the only car with a fan system that sucks itself to the track like a limpet, which enables like 3G cornering, braking and acceleration that kind of blows your mind, really.
The Spéirling has evolved dramatically, and it continues to go on an amazing evolutionary journey. We've massively improved the effectiveness of the fan system, where we've now got really plausible, fantastic durability from the system. We get really consistent downforce, we've got great efficiency, but really we've massively focused on the customer experience, trying to build something that our customers can take to their local track, try and break a lap record, but they can also enjoy it with their friends, doing something far more sedate and slow-paced if they choose to as well. What's important to us as a business is about the long term. It's about building relationships with customers that will see us through, hopefully for the rest of our lives, that taking customers on an exciting journey where we as a small company can do things like, for example, putting Jay in a prototype and letting him be the ambassador for our entire company for a weekend, because it's so important to us that buying a car is not just about the physical object, it's about the experiences, the relationships, the joy of the whole thing that you get to retain for the rest of your lives as part of this purchase experience.
Hopefully Jay's had a very good experience driving the car. We made him a superstar. He was signing posters, the crowd loved him, and it's just been really good experience this weekend.
Oh, we're signing McMurtry posters as the honorary driver.
Are you famous?
Feels a little silly.
All of our deposit holders, we give them the bit where they come test drive the car before they put a deposit down, and then we give them the post bit as well. So Jay's already paid his second deposit, and this is sort of a come see how we're getting along, come see the car, like meet the team. You guys have trusted us, and we're showing you why you should trust us, basically.
This is just like, not only this like the coolest event I've seen, but then to also be in like the coolest car at the coolest event, like you can't even like, how do you even describe that? You know, the amount of people that are just taking pictures of the car, like as you're driving up and down, thousands. It's 100% the crowd favorite. There's like no question.
This weekend has been so nice to see people's reactions, from little kids who are this tall right through to elder gentlemen.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's just awesome, and just to see how many people are excited to see this car too. It just makes me so excited to like actually bring this out and let other people experience it too. I mean, it feels like I feel like we should all be taking turns here, like because this is just something that more and more people need to experience.
I think the fan car experience is a really novel idea. I'm personally really excited that you're going to enable so many more people to actually experience what fan downforce really is. So at the moment there's this really quite elite group of people who've ever experienced fan downforce. What you're providing is an experience that's otherwise completely unobtainable. For a lot of people it's completely out of reach. But for you to democratize that and to give many more people the opportunity to experience it, I think is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
And the thing that I really like about what Jay's doing is he's built a successful business from his passion for autocross and driving, and he now wants to give something back to the community. And he even said one day he wants to build his own autocross track for people to drive on, to have a hub for the sport to keep going. With the McMurtry, he's going to give people the chance to sample it and drive it in America from 2026. And there's no one else in the world that's going to do that, so fair play to Jay for putting himself out there and doing something that no one's ever done before.
So we can't wait to get Jay's car out to him in the States and let people actually drive this car for themselves. It's just going to be the most amazing experience.